That's it.
We are done. Hello, everyone. My name is Bahar, and today I'm here with one and only Brett.
That's me.
So me and Brett, we do teach bachata every Sunday at Mavericks Dance Hall, and we have been doing it for around 2 years.
Yeah, it's been a bit close to 2 years now. It's been a good time.
It's been a good time. How is life, Brett?
Life's going pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
Just enjoying my day. I know we're getting ready to have dance practice, work on some new stuff for the class. That's exciting.
So me and Brett, we do teach every Sunday, and we practice around once, maybe twice a week.
Yeah, I think it really depends on when we get together and practice the first time. If I feel like I just messed up too much and we got to restart it.
You don't mess up. Like, it's all in your head, Brett.
We do great demos. No, it's when we practice the first time, sometimes we both show up and I just feel kind of lazy. Like, okay, maybe we should practice again because all we did was just be lazy the first time.
It happens. It happens.
Exactly.
So me and Brett, we met around 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I actually met him right before teaching that day.
Yeah, that was fun. We just kind of jumped right into it. Yeah.
Like 5 minutes before the class,
Yeah.
we just met.
Let's come up with something real quick and then let's teach a class together. We did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since then, we were teaching like once or twice a month, and recently for the past 6-7 months, it's been every week. And we also promote the dance events on Sundays, and you can check out the dance page here.
You whipped me into shape as an
Yeah.
instructor. We came in there and we've just been working really hard together.
Yeah, we've been working really hard.
I think it's a pretty interesting dynamic. A lot of people ask me about how I got started in dancing. I have zero dance background of any kind. Coming from a small town in Southern Oregon, as a white boy, I thought I could dance, but it was all, really crappy, like club dancing. Mainly what I could do is I could stand there at a club and I could hold a drink and not get into a fight with somebody.
That's a thing.
And I thought that was considered dancing.
Yeah, I remember like in college, we would go like parties, and all we did was just like get the drink and
You
just
get the
like
drink and you just kind of
move
sway
right,
back and
left.
forth and you go like, yeah, I'm a millennial. For some reason we have this thing where we always have to feel like we have to put our hands in the air when we're dancing. But if you listen to a lot of those songs back in those days, early 2000s, they all kind of tended to promoted that. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know anything about dancing.
How did you start dancing?
I had one of my friends actually invited me to go dancing. Sienna, she kept inviting me.
When was this?
This was in 2018.
18.
Tiana and I had just met and become friends. I kept saying, yeah, I'll go. Then one day I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And then so I did go. Kind of enjoyed it, but I was pretty freaked out. So I went for about like 4 or 5 different weeks, not understanding that the classes that I was going to were kind of different dances every time. It wasn't just bachata.
Oh.
It was like bachata, and then it was a salsa class, and then it was a cumbia class, and then it was something, and I just couldn't kind of figure out all the steps, but I kept going nonetheless. And then it just became one of those things where it was like anything I do in life. I get obsessed with it when I like it.
We keep going.
Which is why I always say, I don't want to take on any more hobbies. I don't have any time for more hobbies. Yeah, I like dancing because it feels a lot like skateboarding to me, which I was a skater in high school. Same thing, you learn how to do tricks, manipulate your body in certain ways so that you can learn how to do tricks, and then when you finally get it, it feels really good. And then you go to the skate park, which is like
The social.
and you practice. It feels like the same to me, and so that's why I like it.
It's very addictive. I remember when I was 4, I started ballet. I was a baby dancer. I stopped ballet when I was 12. I didn't dance for a very long time until I was in college, took some classes, and we didn't have socials at the time. After graduating, I moved to Austin, and that's when I found the scene here. I'm not kidding. I went once, and the next week I went twice, and it became like obsession. I want to be the best I could be. I want to keep learning more. So I obsessively studied everything.
Well, just like any art, it's endless possibilities of how good you can get.
Yes.
And when you really enjoy it, it's, if you have that personality of you're driven to get better and better and better, it's endless. So, you can always keep practicing and always getting better. It's a lot of fun.
I was thinking about this, but I thought to myself, I enjoyed dancing way more back when I did not know how to. Because like messing up all the times, but it was more fun. But now I feel like there's a lot more pressure to execute technique better, do like more creative stuff, just because like we have been teaching for a while and people have expectations. How do you feel about it?
Well, it's like kind of an interesting concept. And when we're starting out something brand new as a beginner, there's 2 things going on. One, we're like usually intimidated by like knowing that we're bad. But also we are enjoying the small steps of progress because they seem so big from where you were at of like, oh, I know nothing to now I know something.
Yeah.
However, there's also the intimidation of like, I don't know all these other things. So you're kind of fighting between those two things, but the progress feels a lot more. Then as you start to get better at something, more skilled, then it seems like all of the steps that you're making are much smaller and smaller. And it all comes down to like refinement. Now all of a sudden, okay, I can move to the music and I'm having fun, but am I doing it in the right manner?
Yeah.
And when you're constantly thinking about like, am I doing it in the right way? Is my technique right? I think it's less about what people are actually thinking about us, and it becomes more so about what we're thinking about ourselves. Now, when you're an instructor, kind of focus on like, I have to look like an instructor. I can't just go out there and just act like a dork.
I know.
You know, even though we do.
We do that.
But you're more like, I have to act like an instructor and give off like a certain vibe.
That's the thing. Yeah, one thing that I relate with Brett the most, we are both dance instructors and musicians at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing the violin since I was 4, and I learned piano starting at the age of 14. And once I graduated from college, after earning adult money, I went crazy with instruments, like from guitar, ukulele, anything you can think of. And my dream is to be able to play everything at one point before I die. And Brett has not just one, but 2 metal bands. How did you start the bands?
I mean, well, my dream was always to be a rock star when I was a kid. I used to like air a guitar in my room in 4th grade to Metallica songs.
Yeah.
And I just dreamed of being on stage and playing in a band. And I got my first guitar when I was 14, started learning some songs. And then when I was 16 years old, I started my own band where I just started playing some of the craziest music that I like, just all original songs. And honestly, I've just kept doing it. It's always been fun to play music, write aggressive music, be wild on stage. It's taken me all around the country. I've met people from all around the world because of it, and put out a bunch of albums, and it's just been a fun journey.
One of the metal bands that Brett has is very wild, but it's so colorful, and they stage a bunch of stuff like flying dinosaurs.
We're essentially kind of this weird paradoxal band, crazy heavy music, kind of got party vibes to it, but we also do a lot of fun things live where it's like we'll have like a lot of blow up instruments that we throw out. We have balloons, we have pool noodles, we have games that we play, we shoot toilet paper on people from a toilet paper gun. We had giant inflatable dinosaurs that people were throwing around. It's a lot of fun. The point of our show is really just to allow adults to just act like kids, because it's really ultimately all we are, kids acting like adults right now.
A lot of people say that you are living 3 lives at once, because he's not only a dance instructor and musician who has 2 bands, but also a financial coach.
I just kind of find things that I enjoy and I just kind of get obsessed with them. I got into financial coaching, which is helping people with their finances in a personalized setting. But the coaching part became a full-time business. Now I just help people do that, and that allows me to do the other things that I like to do as well. Kind of my whole goal with financial coaching is that I can help people feel less financially stressed out, more financially stable, so that they can enjoy the things that they like in life more, not be so hustle and grind all the time.
I remember once you told me that you not only coach people like in terms of finances, but you also dive deep into the reason for it, because there's a reason why people spend a lot of money, some sort of thing that they haven't processed yet, and you do find that and push people.
Everything in life is all about stories that we tell ourselves or that we're convinced of. When it comes to finances, it's the same thing as relationships, it's the same thing as our health, it's the same thing as... There's only 2 aspects of it. One is knowing what to do, and then the second thing is why we do something or why we don't do something. For most people, when it comes to finances, they know what to do or kind of what they should do. Now, not everybody knows what to do. Some people simply just need to know what to do. No, we should spend less than we make. We should save money for emergencies. We should not get into debt. We should prepare for the future by investing. What ends up happening for a lot of people is that they just don't actually go out and do that. There's some kind of story that's involved, bad habit that they have. When it comes time to actually do these things, they don't have the right systems in place. They don't have the right habits built. And then they have mental blocks that make that part of the journey too emotional. And a lot of times they don't even know it. Once they understand it, it's easy to let go of, move forward with the process.
It's literally like the same as processing things. Like if I were to like have emotion or some sort of thing, it takes me to sit down, understand what it is, to let it go. And it's literally the same thing with the finances. Like once you understand the root cause, you can literally fix it.
You can really solve almost any problem in your life by asking yourself, what should I be doing? Why am I not doing it? And then you can go deeper than that by just asking yourself why 5 times. And if you give a true answer to each one, because I don't know isn't an answer, then you can usually find what the root cause is. It's deep stuff.
Yeah. We all have like limiting beliefs that are not serving us in the best way. And like this is finding those limiting beliefs and just eliminating them.
Yeah, and honestly, nobody is really above the rule of humanity that we can just do it on our own. Because the whole truth with anything is that if you could do it on your own, you would have already done it. Most people can't do much of anything going from where they are to somewhere else on their own. They need help or guidance from someone else, because they need that outside perspective. And honestly, a lot of it comes down to accountability. I mean, we wouldn't be better dancers if we didn't have the accountability of each other, of just being like, hey, we need to get together and practice. We need to work on something. You know, you give me the accountability of this move doesn't feel right. I give you the accountability of like, we need to get together and then like, here's what we're gonna learn. How you get better at something is just having that regular accountability. Knowing that if you don't make progress, then there are consequences to it.
I mean, that's a way to look at it. I think I'm different in that way, where I think my biggest competition is me and I keep myself accountable. So I don't technically need somebody else to keep me on track. But what I do is I talk to my friends and family and tell them the latest update I have. And the moment I tell, okay, I gotta do something else so I can tell the progress. So that's my way of keeping myself accountable.
That's a form of accountability right there.
Yeah, literally, even the YouTube channel thing or any other project that I've done so far, if I didn't tell people and if they didn't follow up with me, how is this going for you? I don't think I would have started. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the first episode, because that's where I was so stuck with the YouTube idea for months and months. And it took me to talk to Mark to actually understand that I just gotta do it. That kind of pushed me.
Yeah, you gotta jump in and just give yourself permission to be extremely terrible. Every time you do it, you get a tiny bit better.
Yeah, because growth is never you start and you're already high up here. It's like a ladder. You take one step at a time to reach the goal. And I challenge everyone to write down what you want to achieve. What can you do every day for 5 minutes so that you can reach to that goal? So that's a homework I have for you guys.
Good homework.
Brett also writes books. He's a writer. So how many books do you have so far?
I have 2 right now.
I bought one of Brett's book, and it's about questions to ask to your partner about finances.
Yeah.
And what's the other one about?
The other one is, bands that are kind of on the do-it-yourself circuit that would like to start hitting the road and going on tour, but ultimately feel like overwhelmed or afraid of actually taking those steps. Maybe they just don't know what to do, or it feels like a lot. Breaking it down into small steps.
Make sure you also check out Brett's books. I'm gonna be adding the links down below. And thank you, Brett.
Absolutely.
I will be practicing with Brett soon at the gym, where I'll add some clips of our dance practice that we prepare for our class for tomorrow on Sunday. Make sure to check out our class on Sundays. Make sure to check out Brett's bands, his financial business, and his books.
Sounds great.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brett.
So we went to the gym and we started practicing. Here you can see I accidentally do 3 turns instead of 2, and I'm like, no, Bahar, that's not what you're supposed to do. So we complete our practice, come up with new stuff for the class that we'll be teaching for the next day. And the class that we were gonna teach was Halloween edition. And here you can see the DJ booth at Merrick's, Densol, and Pflugerville.
So we are Agent Bahar and Agent Brett.
Bachata Secret Service, busting bad dance form.
Yes, we are going to be teaching the class now.
Getting our mics ready?
So here Brett is preparing our microphones, hooking up to the system, and checking the sound. We do this every week. And we get ready for the class. As you can see, we are agents. It's for Halloween edition. Guys, I know it looks so annoying when I chew my chewing gum. I'm gonna be working on that, I promise. Here we are teaching the class. We have one of the biggest all levels class in Austin. And here we are doing warm-up, showing the basic. And these are the small moments of our weekly demo. We do this to inspire new dancers, the potential that they have, and we also showcase what we learn so that we can become better dancers every week. I'm not using the original song because of copyright issues, so if you wanna watch the full video, go to our Instagrams or our event page. I'll be adding all the information in the description section. Both me and Brett put a lot of time into getting this social happening every week. We do practice at least 1-2 hours, and then during the social we do record people, edit the videos, add music, and throughout the week we do add the videos on our event page and tag people accordingly. So the reason we do this is, one, we both enjoy teaching, and two, for me, the biggest motivation why I do this is because when I'm in the social and I look around, I see all these dancers so happy, so glowing, and that makes me so happy to see everyone smiling, laughing, and having fun and enjoying each other's company. It takes a lot of time every week to do all this stuff. The class starts around 7, but we do make sure we get there by 6:30 p.m. and then we teach the class until 8:30ish. I do DJ outside for the Kizomba and Zouk community, and it takes at least 8 to 12 hours a week for us to make sure this social happens. And thank you all for listening.